Stop everything you are doing this very instant. Take a deep breath. Because what you are about to hear was not by chance. It was not the algorithm of the podcast circuit. It was not a coincidence. It was Archangel Michael who led you to this video, now, at this exact minute of your life. And he has an urgent message, a painful revelation, but one that is absolutely necessary for your liberation. You have been the victim of a hidden agenda, and the most disturbing part of it all is that you still do not know who it was. But today that will change. Today, at this very moment, I'm going to teach you how to recognize this betrayal, how to cast it out of your life, and how to occupy, once and for all, the mindset of the person you were always meant to be. You spent years thinking it was bad luck, thinking it was just a rough patch, thinking it was a cycle or karma or heredity, but it was none of that. Someone, at some moment, in some place, betrayed you in silence. It could have been a colleague who smiled at you while sabotaging your name behind your back. It could have been a close relative who appeared to support you, but secretly hoped you would never achieve what you dreamed of so much. It could have been a partner, a friend, a neighbor, someone you trusted with your eyes closed. And this betrayal did not stay only on the material plane. It invaded your spiritual field. It entered your self-talk. It began to whisper to you every day, when you wake up, when you go to sleep, during work, during coffee, that you are not capable, that you do not deserve it, that you will always stay right where you are, and you, without realizing it, believed it. Here lies the most serious problem that most people never see. Because the law of attraction, discovered by Wayne Dyer and confirmed by modern quantum physics, teaches only one thing. You do not attract what you want. You attract what you feel you already are. Did you hear that well? You attract what you feel you already are. And when someone betrayed you in secret and planted in you the feeling of being small, of being defeated, of being invisible, of being undeserving, that person did not just steal your opportunity, they did something much worse. They stole your mindset. And without the correct mindset, no manifestation works, no prayer is answered, no desire materializes, because the feeling is the secret, and whoever controls what you feel controls what manifests in your life. Do you understand the gravity of this? It is not a lack of faith, it is not a lack of effort, it is betrayal, it is a hidden agenda that has changed your dominant feeling. And as long as you do not undo this, nothing will change. But the good news is that Archangel Michael has arrived, and he has come with a sword. And this sword is not made of steel, it is made of consciousness. It is the power of the word, the self. And it is at this moment, exactly at this moment, that I need to pause to tell you something very serious. You didn't get here by chance. This video didn't appear on your screen because of an algorithm. It appeared because Archangel Michael took your hand and brought you here. And if you feel a chill down your spine right now, if your chest feels tight, if your eyes are welling up for no apparent reason, it is because your spirit is recognizing the truth that your rational mind has tried to hide for years. There is a hidden agenda over your life, and there is also a mission you were chosen to fulfill. Protect your family, protect your children, protect your spiritual lineage. This weight you feel on your shoulders is not fatigue, it is responsibility, it is a calling. That is why I prepared the powerful digital book for you, titled, How to Know If the Universe Will Save You on Judgment Day. Inside, you will discover the exact signs that show if you are under divine protection or if the hidden agenda is still acting silently against you and your loved ones. The link is in the video description and pinned at the top of the comments. Thousands of people have already received this book and written to me, moved, saying they managed to identify who betrayed them, break the spiritual chain, and recover everything that seemed lost. Marriages restored, children healed, bills paid. Do not let this moment pass. This content may be taken off the air at any moment by divine decision. If you feel the calling right here in your chest, comment Amen now and click the link while there is still time. Now take a deep breath, because what follows is the most important part. You need to understand exactly how this hidden agenda works in the spiritual plane, because without this understanding, you will never be able to set yourself free. The betrayal does not act as you imagine. It is not a single blow, it is a slow poison. Imagine a drop of ink falling into a glass of crystal clear water. At first it seems nothing has happened. The water still looks clean. But over time that drop spreads, mixes, and before you know it, the whole glass is murky. That is exactly how betrayal enters the astral plane. Someone somewhere spoke ill of you. Someone laughed at you behind your back. Someone silently envied your smile, your family, your hope. And that energy, that word spoken in secret, traveled through the ether and attached itself to your field. You started having strange dreams. You started waking up tired even after sleeping 8 hours. You started fighting with the people you love for no reason at all. You started feeling a deep, unexplainable sadness. You started losing money, losing opportunities, losing energy, losing faith. And then, without knowing why, you found yourself repeating the phrases, "The self is unlucky," "The self is lonely," "The self is tired," "The self is a failure." And every time you said that, do you know what happened? You confirmed in your subconscious exactly what that betrayal wanted. You became the vehicle for the curse against yourself. Wayne Dyer taught with crystal clarity, your imagination is your reality. What you imagine and feel as true becomes true, and when a hidden agenda plants in you an image of defeat, abandonment, and incapacity, and you spend years feeling that image as true, it materializes. Not because the universe wants it, not because the universe is cruel, but because you, unknowingly, occupied the mindset of the betrayed person. And the universe, obedient as it is, delivered more betrayal, more loss, more scarcity to you. Because that is how the law of attraction works. It does not judge if the feeling is good or bad. It simply reflects what is dominant within you. And that is why praying for things doesn't work. You've knelt so many times asking for healing, asking for love, asking for money, asking for justice against those who have caused you a hidden agenda, and nothing has come of it. Why? Because while your mouth was asking, your dominant feeling was saying otherwise. Your mouth said, "I will be prosperous." Your feeling said, "I am poor." And the universe listens to the feeling, not the mouth. The universe reads the frequency, not the words. Archangel Michael is here today to show you this truth. Asking is useless. You must occupy. You must enter the mindset of the person who already has what you desire. You must feel as they feel, walk as they walk, sleep as they sleep, breathe as they breathe. And this is where the most powerful technique in existence comes in, the path of least resistance. Wayne Dyer taught that between your current state and your desired state, there exists an invisible bridge made of small events that will lead you from one place to the other. But this bridge is only built when you internally assume the realized state. In other words, you first become, then you receive. You first feel, then you see. You first live your new reality in the astral plane, and only then does it manifest in the physical plane. And this is exactly what the hidden agenda tried to steal from you, the capacity to assume, the capacity to feel victorious before the victory arrives. And this is exactly where many people get stuck. Because while you are listening, feeling every word, something inside you is screaming that all of this is true, but another part resists. This resistance has a name. It is the mark of the hidden agenda within your own field, defending the territory it has seized. You need to break this today now, before this video ends. That is why I have prepared a powerful digital book for you, How to Know If the Universe Will Save You on Judgment Day. Inside are the tools that will take you out of this invisible prison. The link is in the description and pinned at the top of the comments. Do not delay. Each passing day, the hidden agenda deepens. Now pay close attention, because I am going to teach you the first part of the Archangel Michael technique, which is nighttime reprogramming. There is a spiritual portal that opens every night, between the waking state and the sleep state. This portal is called by Wayne Dyer the drowsy state, and by Napoleon Hill the golden hour. It is that moment before you fall into a deep sleep, when your conscious mind is tired, but your subconscious is completely open, completely receptive, like fertile soil waiting for the seed. And whatever you plant at this hour, you harvest in your reality. The problem is that most people, victims of the hidden agenda, plant the very poison they want to uproot. They go to bed dwelling on debts, dwelling on the day's argument, dwelling on injustice, dwelling on betrayal. And so, throughout the entire night, the subconscious works by multiplying that feeling. They wake up more defeated. They wake up poorer. They wake up more alone. And they don't even know why. From today on, you will do things differently. From today on, before going to sleep, you will enter the mindset of the person who is already victorious. You will close your eyes and imagine your mother, your child, or your friend hugging you and saying, "It's so good that everything worked out for you." You will feel this hug as real. You will smell that person. You will feel the warmth of their body. You will hear their voice, and you will respond internally, "Thank you, I knew it would work out, I always knew." You will go to sleep feeling this scene as already fulfilled, not as hope, not as a request, as a memory of the future, as a fait accompli. You will go to sleep victorious. You will go to sleep fulfilled. You will go to sleep healed, and as your subconscious processes this scene throughout the night, it will recalibrate your entire field. It will recalibrate your frequency. It will recalibrate the astral plane. And the next morning, without you noticing, small things will begin to change. You will start receiving unexpected calls. You will start bumping into people you haven't seen in years. You will start having ideas that seem to come from nowhere. This is the path of least resistance being built. This is the universe reorganizing itself to deliver to you what you assumed to be true within. And when this happens, do not doubt. Do not say, "Oh, it was luck." Do not say, "Oh, it was a coincidence." Recognize it. Give thanks internally and continue occupying the mindset of victory, because it is the persistence in the feeling that allows the bridge to be completed. Many people give up halfway. Many people do it for 3 nights, feel a slight shift, then become anxious, doubtful, and the old feeling returns. And then the bridge collapses, and the hidden agenda regains space. You need to understand something that Wayne Dyer repeated in all of his lectures. The feeling must be persistent. One day is not enough. 1 week is not enough. You must occupy this new mindset until it becomes your dominant pattern, until it replaces once and for all the feeling that the hidden agenda planted in you. And when this new feeling becomes dominant, your life turns inside out, without effort, without struggle, without demand, as if life was simply delivering to you what was always yours. And here comes a concept that will blow your mind: self-talk. Wayne Dyer taught that your self-talk is your continuous prayer. What you say inside your head, all the time, is the most powerful prayer you offer. And most people have toxic self-talk. They speak to themselves in ways no one would ever accept being spoken to. They call themselves stupid. They call themselves failures. They call themselves fat, ugly, old, outdated. And then they wonder why their life doesn't improve. Because your life is the exact reflection of what you say within yourself. Repeat after me. My life is the exact reflection of what I say within me. From today on, you will change this self-talk. You will start speaking to yourself as Archangel Michael would, with firmness, with love, with authority. You will say, "The self am loved, the self am prosperous, the self am healed, the self am protected, the self am guided, the self am free from the hidden agenda, the self am greater than any curse cast upon me." And every time you say this, with feeling, with certainty, with real faith, you will be breaking, thread by thread, the invisible web that the hidden agenda tried to weave around your life. But here comes the most common mistake, the mistake that nullifies the manifestation of most people. And I need you to pay close attention to this, because if you do not correct this error, nothing will work for you. The error is internal duplicity. It is when you say "I am prosperous" with your mouth but feel "I am poor" in your chest. It is when you say "I am loved" with your mouth but feel "I am rejected" in your chest. The universe does not respond to your mouth. It responds to your feeling. And if there is duplicity between what you say and what you feel, the feeling always wins. Stop here. Breathe. Feel what is happening inside you at this very moment, because I know that as you listen to this truth about internal duplicity, something very deep is being touched. You are recognizing patterns. You are seeing scenes. You are remembering people, names, glances, fake smiles. And that is exactly what Archangel Michael wants. He wants you to see. He wants you to recognize who it was. He wants you to name the hidden agenda. But for this, You need more than a video. You need the complete map of your liberation. That is why I have prepared a powerful ebook for you, How to Know If the Universe Will Save You on Judgment Day. This book is the exact complement to this message. In it, you will find protection prayers from Archangel Michael, exercises on the law of attraction applied to spiritual liberation, and the 7 signs that show whether you are already under divine protection or if you still need to break chains. The link is in the description and at the top of the comments. People have written to me saying that 7 days after applying what is in the book, they identified the betrayal, forgave, set themselves free, and saw their lives turn around. Marriages restored, debts paid, children back home, illnesses that vanished. And what I tell you with all the spiritual authority I carry is this: Archangel Michael did not bring you here for you to simply watch. He brought you here for you to act. Comment now, I accept the call, and click the link. The time is now. Now let us go even deeper, because I know a part of you is thinking, all right, I understand the law of attraction, I understand the feeling, I understand the self-talk, but how do I identify exactly who betrayed me? How do I know who it was? And that is the right question. That is the question Archangel Michael wants you to ask, because you will not discover this person by looking outward. You will discover it by looking inward. The hidden agenda has a specific mark. It leaves an energetic impression on you, almost like an invisible scar. And this scar becomes sensitive when you think of certain people. When you think of someone and feel a strange tightness in your chest for no reason, it is a sign. When you repeatedly dream of a person who is no longer part of your life, it is a sign. When you pass by the house, the workplace, the place where a specific person is, and feel a weight, it is a sign. When someone's name comes to your mind and you feel like crying without knowing why, it is a sign. Your body knows. Your soul knows. Your subconscious knows. Only your rational mind, which has been programmed to be polite, to be kind, not to believe in gratuitous malice, is the one that insists on denying it. And that is why Archangel Michael came. He came to give you authority. The authority to recognize, the authority to name, the authority to cut. And when you cut, on the spiritual plane, with the sword of the self, the person who betrayed you completely loses power over you. They continue their life. You do not need to do anything against them. You do not need to take revenge. You do not even need to speak to them. You only need to cut internally. And that is the greatest spiritual revenge that exists. You prosper, while the curse they cast against you returns to them with redoubled force. Napoleon Hill taught in one of his most important books that the subconscious is absolutely faithful to what you feel is true. If you feel it is true that the betrayal affected you, it will continue to affect you. If you feel it is true that you are free, that you are protected, that Archangel Michael has already cut all the threads of the curse against you, then that is what manifests. The choice is yours. And it is a choice made in the feeling, not in the word. It is a choice made in the astral plane, not on the physical plane. Now I will give you the complete technique of the sword of Archangel Michael. You will do this tonight before going to sleep. You will lie on your back. Close your eyes. Place your right hand over your heart. Breathe deeply 7 times, inhaling golden light, exhaling heaviness. With each breath, your body will relax, your mind will quiet down. And when you feel that deep state, that drowsy state Wayne Dyer spoke of, you will imagine Archangel Michael standing before you. Immense, luminous, wielding a sword of blue light, and you will say internally with all your faith, Archangel Michael, cut now all the threads, all the chains, all the words, all the curses, all the hidden agendas that have been cast against me, against my family, against my children, against my lineage. Cut at the root. Cut forever. The self am I. The self is protected. The self is guided. The self is blessed. Amen. And you will feel it. You will feel the threads being cut. You will feel the weight leaving. You will feel the lightness arriving. And you will sleep in this state. By morning, you will wake up different. It may be subtle on the first day. It may seem like just an inexplicable feeling of peace. But from that moment on, the path of least resistance will begin to build itself. And in a few days, in a few weeks, in a few months, You will look back and not recognize the person you once were. But I need to warn you about one thing. The hidden agenda has a very dangerous characteristic. When you begin to free yourself, it tries to return with force. People who benefited from your scarcity, your sadness, your smallness, will feel that something is changing in you, even without understanding what. And they will try to pull you back. They will call you to complain about life. They will seek you out to tell you tragedies. They will visit you to drain your energy. Do not be afraid, do not feel guilty, just observe, and continue occupying your new mindset. Continue in your persistence, because this phase is proof that it is working. It is the last hand played by the hidden agenda, trying to stay alive within your field. And here it is important for me to tell you about forgiveness. But not the forgiveness that traditional religion teaches, that forgiveness which asks you to embrace those who hurt you and pretend nothing happened. That is not the forgiveness. The forgiveness of the law of attraction is different. The forgiveness of the law of attraction is for you to revise the scene in your self-talk and change it. Wayne Dyer taught a technique called revision. You recall a painful scene, a betrayal, a humiliation, an abandonment, and you rewrite this scene in your imagination. You imagine that person treating you with love, praising you, valuing you. You imagine that moment of defeat transforming into victory, and you feel this new scene as true. You sleep feeling this new scene as real. And do you know what happens? Your subconscious, faithful as it is, accepts this new version, and the emotional scar dissolves, your frequency changes, and the universe, which is a reader of your frequency, delivers situations aligned with the new version. People begin to treat you differently. Opportunities begin to appear. The very person who betrayed you, in some cases, feels the impulse to reach out to you to apologize, not because you demanded it, but because the frequency has changed, and in this new frequency they can no longer carry the weight of guilt against you. This is the power of true forgiveness, of the forgiveness of the law of attraction. It is not weakness, it is spiritual authority. It is you occupying the throne of your own reality. And this is what Archangel Michael came to teach you today. And I know that as you are listening to this, there is a specific person crossing your mind, a specific scene coming back, a specific name appearing. Do not reject it. Do not force yourself to forget. Observe, acknowledge, and apply the revision. Apply the cut of the sword of Archangel Michael. Apply the nightly reprogramming. Apply the persistence. And before long, this person will no longer have any power over your life. And the best part, you will feel neither hatred nor resentment nor the need for revenge. You will feel only peace. That deep peace that the world cannot give you. And when that peace arrives, do you know what happens to your manifestation? It explodes. Because the feeling of peace is the most powerful feeling for manifesting. When you are at peace, you are aligned with the frequency of the universe. You are aligned with the greater, the self. You are aligned with the creative source. And at this frequency, everything you assume with certainty manifests with impressive speed. That is why many people think that achieving is hard. Achieving is easy. What is hard is to detach from the feelings that were planted by the hidden agenda. What is hard is to abandon the feeling of defeat that has become familiar. Because human beings get used to pain. Human beings identify with suffering. And when you try to break out of this pattern, a part of you resists, because leaving that place means abandoning an identity you have built for years. It means dying to the old. It means being born again. But that is exactly what Archangel Michael has come to offer you. A new birth, a new identity, a new frequency. And to be born again, you must first recognize that the old no longer serves you. Recognize that the victim must die. Recognize that the defeated one must die. Recognize that the one who was betrayed must die, so that the winner can be born, so that the healed can be born, so that the free can be born. And when this new you is born, your family changes, your work changes, your body changes, your finances change, everything. Because everything in your reality is a reflection of whom you internally assume yourself to be. And you have just assumed a new identity. The identity of the person who was rescued by Archangel Michael from the hidden agenda. I want you to imagine now, with your eyes open, 1 year from now, you see yourself, lighter, more serene, more prosperous, your children prospering by your side, your bills paid, your heart at peace, toxic people far away, the right people arriving, dreams that seemed impossible being fulfilled one by one. And you remember this day, this exact moment when you watched this podcast circuit, and you say to yourself, "This is where everything changed. This is where Archangel Michael called me. This is where I said yes to my liberation. This moment is now. This yes is now. Not a month from now when you have the time. Not next year. Not when things get better. Now. Because it is in this instant, while you hear this word, that the spiritual door is open. And when this door closes, you do not know when it will open again. People try their whole lives to find this kind of message and do not find it. People pay fortunes for consultations, for therapies, for healings, and do not get where you are arriving now, for free, in this video. That is why Archangel Michael is asking you, with his voice as a celestial commander, do not waste it. Do not throw it away. Do not say later. Say now. Say internally with all the strength of your feeling, I accept the call. I recognize the betrayal that was committed against me. I cut, in the name of Archangel Michael, all the threads, all the chains, all the words cast against me. The self is free. The self is protected. The self is blessed. The self is guided. The self is loved. The self is prosperous. The self is healed. And so it is. And as you say this, you seal it. You seal this moment, you seal this decision, you seal this new identity, and nothing will ever be the same again. But I need to tell you one last thing, and this is the secret of secrets. Archangel Michael asked me to deliver this information to you at the end of this video because he knew that only those who made it this far would be prepared to receive it. And the secret is this: true manifestation is not about having things, it is about being. When you become the person, the things come on their own. When you become the prosperous person in feeling, the money arrives. When you become the loved person in feeling, love arrives. When you become the healed person in feeling, healing arrives. And you never have to chase after anything ever again, because everything starts chasing after you. This is the highest level of the law of attraction. This is the secret that Wayne Dyer whispered in his final years of life. And it is this secret that Archangel Michael came to deliver to you today. You do not need to struggle anymore. You do not need to run anymore. You do not need to ask anymore. You only need to occupy. Occupy the mindset of the person you already are. And persist, and persist, and persist, until the external reality surrenders to the internal reality. And this is inevitable, because the law is the law, and it does not fail. And now, with an open heart, I ask you, will you accept what Archangel Michael came to deliver to you today? Will you take the next step? Because I know that this video has already touched something deep within you, but the next step is yours. That is why I prepared a powerful digital book for you, How to Know If the Universe Will Save You on Judgment Day. It is the exact continuation of this message. It is where the prayers, the decrees, and the practical exercises of the law of attraction applied to spiritual liberation can be found, along with the 7 signs of divine protection over your life. The link is in the description and at the top of the comments. Do not delay. Archangel Michael did not bring you here for you to forget tomorrow. He brought you here so you would act now. Click the link, get the book, and when you finish reading the first page, come back and comment, "I have been chosen." And may your new life begin from this very instant. In the name of the self, it is finished.